Now, from the studios of Into Tomorrow in Miami, this is ITTV.
Our next guest has developed a social app that pushes you to do more activities in the real world instead of wasting time online. Well, that caught our attention. The founder and CEO of a company called Happiem is Mehran Java. Mehran, welcome Into Tomorrow. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Where are you joining us from?
I'm from San Diego, California.
Oh, from San Diego, okay. The other side of the country. We're in Miami. So.
Oh, perfect. I think you have a great weather out there.
Oh yeah, we're doing fine. We're not cooking, we're not baking. You know, we never get over 100 degrees in Miami. It feels like, yeah, sometimes, of course, but we've got humidity and we've got that ocean breeze all the time, so that's always helpful. So,
that's great. That's great to hear that. Yeah.
So tell me about Happiem as a company, and then let's get into what it is that you're doing with this new social app.
Yeah, sure. So I need to give you some background and some intro about the Happiem. So more than 70% of US adults are using social media apps. I use YouTube, you might use TikTok, your producer might use Instagram. And it's just like a piece of cake or dessert that we are reaching for when we are bored or when we are stressed, when we just want to take a break from whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
And without knowing, or even with knowing that how negatively it impacts our mental health. The obvious example is like we're going to Instagram and we see all these influencers having a huge smile on their face and having fun with their friends and family on their private jets, while we are in our bedroom alone and we are looking at our phone and we are starting comparing ourselves with them and see that how miserable we are. And
yeah, good point. We're not on our private jets.
It's a ridiculous comparison, but yeah, while we are in our pajamas, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, I can share my screen and show you my screen. This graph that.
Sure, and while you're doing that, I'll remind our audience to visit us at intotomorrow.com, and you'll see the video of our interview with Mehran and Happiem and see what that's all about. So now we're seeing your screen, and you're talking about or showing us a problem. What is that?
Yes. So actually, this is a graph that World Happiness Report shared on their website. And it's basically it's a graph about the general social survey that they went to people and asked how happy they are. So as you see, it has some ups and downs before 2003, and it goes down. And it's this bottom is around 2008, 2009, which was around the same time that we had financial crisis. So we have some we get recovered and it goes to 2012, and after that it goes down again, which is about 2016. And that's the exact same time that Instagram is getting popularity and it gets its boom. So there is this report, and there are many other reports out there that confirm the same issue. So obviously, I don't know if you saw that documentary, Social Dilemma. There were some Congress hearings about this issue. So some people introduced some apps that they were limiting the usage. So you can't be the judge if they were successful, if that was a successful approach to tackle this problem of social media apps. And then, so already this situation was bad. And then this video of Zuckerberg came out that he was talking about metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
This video came out last December. And I was thinking, okay, so he's going to take this social experience that we have with Instagram and all this negativity around it, and he's going to take it to metaverse. So I strongly believe it's going to make the situation even worse. And we explained it in this video that we put on our website.
It
So
certainly doesn't surprise me that the increased negativity and I like to call anti-social media happened with
yeah.
the rise in popularity of Instagram. Unfortunately, I agree with that 100%, and that's why I continue to call Facebook and Instagram and even Google and TikTok anti-social media. It's really pathetic how that has all kind of evolved, not in a good way.
Yeah, exactly. And the important thing is that now they are pushing metaverse concept, which I think is going to make everything even worse. So I thought, like, we have a lot of great tech entrepreneurs out there, but they are busy using tech to make the world a better place. So I was thinking, what about making the world a happier place? So that was a time that I felt like, yeah, I need to come forward and use my background and experience in software engineering and positive psychology to put together a healthy recipe that can that which its outcome can be a social app that does the exact opposite of what they are doing. So, for example, obviously, as we mentioned in the beginning of the show, that they are pushing you to do more things online by yourself. This app is going to do more things, more activities in real world with your friends and family. So, and all obviously they decrease your general happiness. So we want to increase your happiness. So
Well,
the
and of course, Mehran, there are a few happiness-related apps out there that offer motivation, meditation, those kinds of things. So let's get into how is your app different?
yeah, absolutely. So, like happiness is I mean, it covers a lot of different things. For example, I can share this screenshot that talks about PERMA, which is positivity, engagement, relationship, meaning, and achievement. This is the 5 important pillars of happiness based on Martin Seligman, who's the father of positive psychology. So, for example, motivation, meditation, and all those things are really great, but they are not even main ingredients of the happiness. The only similarity is the only thing that I can think of. In best case scenario, they can be the sprinkles of this cake or this pie, but Happiem covers the whole pie of happiness. So it engages positive emotion, it engagement, a relationship, meaning, and achievement. And so I'm going to explain how Happiem is going to make the world a better place and a happier place. And also there are like some competitions that they are using AI chatbots, but that their AI was not well trained. So the user who was using it, they didn't have a good experience. So uh, those apps were not very successful.
So,
But
so you
Happy,
decided then to use a cake or pie analogy, I guess, for your social app. How is it, though, other than wanting to eat some cake or have a nice piece of pie, does that make me happier?
yeah. So we used the cake analogy for a specific reason because when we are talking about the subject of happiness, I think there are 3 types of people. People who are taking care of their mind and body. So when we talk about happiness, they instantly get the idea. Are the second groups that they started taking care of their bodies by following a healthy diet, but they still don't know that they should take care of their mental health just like the way they are taking care of their body. So we are hoping by this analogy we get their attention and tell them, hey, so you did a great job taking care of your body. You should take care of your mind as well. And so that's how we want to get their attention. Obviously there are the third group that they don't want to care about their body and like their mental health. They just eat whatever they want. So hopefully in a in the future they will come around and they will take care of their mind and body.
Okay.
So and Yeah,
Well,
and also
I understand the kind of the basic concept, but I'm always hearing our listeners in my head that are saying things like, okay, well, if you're going to remind me to take care of my mind and my body and do other things, in and of itself, that doesn't seem to make me happier. It seems like you're kind of on top of me. It's like, leave me alone. I'm okay where I am, but I understand where you're saying, yeah, but don't forget the other important stuff as well. And I know that one of the things that you do, you talk about some cool places, maybe some activities to do
yeah.
with your app. But what about users who see these things and maybe they don't have the funds or someone to go to places with? Does
Yeah.
that not make them happy now?
Yeah. So the way that our app works is like, for example, just imagine the social app that you have, for example, like Instagram or whatever you have. So, for example, you're scrolling and you see this, or like, for example, a beautiful view in Hawaii, or like,
Which by all means, feel free to show us some of that because we're stuck on this perma slide all
oh,
this
yeah,
time.
sure.
So if you have
Yeah.
anything else you want to share,
Sure.
there we go.
So,
So passive active. Okay, so you're imagining a plan button on your social feed instead of hitting like or a save button. So when you see a place you like, instantly add it to your plans or a calendar. And then chat about it with friends and make it happen. I think that's very positive. I think that's a great idea, but does it work for most people?
So I mean, like, we specifically mentioned the word passive because that's exactly what you do on other apps. But in here, when you see a cool place, you can take some action, some extra action by adding it to your calendar and get closer to do that experience, to go to that fun place that you always wanted to go, and go, you have this chance to share it with friends and family, to even go there with your friends and family. And when you go
Well, so like I asked, let's say then, absolutely, you want to go there.
there,
You
when
want to
you
go
do
to
that
a you want to
experience,
go
you
to a
will have
nice.
another button that is called
Okay,
check-in.
well, we both can't talk over each other, but let's say, as I asked again, I'd like you to address that. If somebody says, yeah, terrific, I want to go there, but I can't afford it, or I have no one to go there with. So how does that make them happy? It seems to me that would make them sad and kind of upset about the fact that, well, that's nice, but I can't do it for whatever reason.
Yeah, the great thing about the app is that it's going to offer some tools about budgeting as well. So no matter what budget you have, you can go, you still can see the places that you can go, and it's based on your budget as well. You can see like a fancy luxury trips that you cannot afford. So you're gonna see the places that you can afford.
Okay.
And for example, for the people who don't have someone to go there with, for example, I'll give you an example. Like
Quickly.
I always love to go skydiving, but I didn't have anyone in my circle of friends to go there with me. But I found a friend of a friend who I barely we talked with each other in a party for like 5 minutes, and we got to know each other a little. But that person was really down to go to skydiving with me. So the cool thing about this social feature of the app is going to help us here. For example, you might not have anyone in the very close circle of your friends, but when we go out of it, and for example, you might have like a second cousin who wants to do that experience or that activity with you.
Sure. Sure. Well, Mehran, our show's only 3 hours, so I'm running out of time. The point is that I'm noticing on your website that this is not even available yet. You're in a crowdfunding situation, which, to be honest with our audience, I try never to tease our audience about things that aren't real yet. But when do you anticipate this comes out, and why are you in crowdfunding? Apparently there's a charge or a subscription for this app?
Yeah, so we are hoping that we make some awareness about what is going on, and hopefully this app is going to do the exact opposite of the current app. And so right now we have a very basic app right now, and if we want to get to the place that we want, we need some funding for this project, and that's why we put this project on Indiegogo. to get some subscribers, get some traction, and have some people that we know that, okay, when we launch this app, we have some people who are interested. And
Okay. All right.
so
Again, do you have an idea of when it might be available?
So we are hoping by the late 2022 we have the app ready for our early adopters.
Okay.
So
Well, I tell you what, then I wish you luck. We're out of time, so I wish you luck. You want to visit Happiem.com, and I'm sure they'll list on their website when and if it's finally available. Happiem, Happiem.com. Mehran Java is the founder and CEO. I'm Dave Graveline. Stay tuned. More from Into Tomorrow right here on the Advanced Media Network.